I love that we're now like putting our webtoon reading up here. So I've been actually on webtoon for quite a while, but it's just like one of those things like you do, but you don't know how many people know about it. So
Hmm.
um I decided to get caught up. I was really behind on a series I had started a long time ago called True Beauty, which is going to be turned into a K drama. I think releasing next year, possibly. Um,
Okay.
and then Noblesse, which is already an anime that I happened to catch. I can't remember on which streaming service, but I saw that it was already out. So I was like, oh,
Hmm.
well, why don't I just go back and read the webtoon that started it and then watch the show? So
Yeah.
that's what I've been doing.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. It's good you got the webtoons in there and stuff. Like, because we've been talking now. I want to
Hmm.
get bring attention to it,
Yeah.
to both manga and the webtoon stuff, because it's, as we talked, I think last week or whatever, this
Hmm.
is the this is more the path that Marvel and DC should be on. It's the letting people go free, these unique stories, they get picked up, so there's a lot there. And the
Hmm.
Noble S one, I've seen that, like you say, both in anime form, I've seen that around, and I've
Yep.
also seen it recommended as something to
Hmm.
read. So yeah, I've heard that's a good one.
Hmm.
I started King of the East and The World After the Fall on there. Just a
Nice.
little bit of them. The art of King of the East is really cool. It's a lot. It's kind of like
Okay.
somewhere between Dragon Ball and, I don't know, Inuyasha maybe, or something, in terms of art
Ooh,
style.
Okay.
that's an interesting
So
blend.
yeah, it feels more, which I think is kind of neat. It's like we're getting other cultures that are taking sort of the Japanese style, but maybe something that we haven't seen in a while. Like you'll see
Hmm.
the anime and manga really goes in trends where a lot of stuff kind of can look the same and it sort of evolves over time. And so some of
Hmm.
those things get left behind, styles of the past. And so now when you have different
Hmm.
people and different cultures kind of doing their own take on it, we can maybe get some of those older styles back.
Sure.
Um,
Brian and
so
I talked specifically about that because we were talking about different anime shows that we kind of liked and watched, and like there's not a lot of new stuff that I watch. Obviously, my life's boring, so I don't watch a lot of new anything. But we are talking about these animation styles, and I brought up that I really like that, Cowboy Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho,
Hmm.
Inuyasha, Dragon
Hmm.
Balls, like that really old, 80s, late 80s Gundam from like 82, or
Yeah.
86 or whatever it was.
mhm.
That style of animation, because I felt it was like very, very purposeful, very, everything was drawn, was hand drawn, it looked gorgeous, and I love that kind of style.
Sure.
Studio Ghibli, or Ghibli, or Ghibli, however you pronounce it, really amazing art style.
Well, and I think Ghibli is more imitated now than
Yeah.
stuff from like the 80s and early 90s. It's harder to find that kind of art style. I think animation has improved in series like dramatically. Or,
Hmm.
from the 70s, 80s, 90s till today now, animation in your everyday anime is head and shoulders above, the production values there. But art style is definitely evolved. I've seen some people put together graphs before and like what your typical anime girl looked like in different decades, because it does like mold, so that's why when something comes around like Toilet Bound Hanako-kun and this something called the King of whatever another. They're very, very unique art styles, and
Hmm.
so it's fun to see something that's breaks the mold.
Yeah,
But
I'm just
you
about to
laugh
get
at
maybe
Toilet
like
Bound, but it's
I'm
not.
sorry.
It's
I was
it's
just
the
so impressed you
name.
said that. You just said it so straight. You were just like, yeah, obviously, just so offhand, like Toilet Bound Hanako-kun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like even
if
even
I
as mature as I am with a child and whatnot, it still just makes me giggle a little bit.
It's like that anime, Sticky Poo. Great, it's great.
yeah,
Very nonchalant, easy breezy,
Toilet
Tony.
Bound Hanako-kun is based off of Japanese yokai, and you would ask to talk to him, and he might grant a wish. And it's just, think of like a moaning myrtle
Mhm.
stuck in the restroom. It's like,
But she grants wishes.
right, you know? So it's that kind of thing. It has nothing to do with needing to go to the restroom. Like,
Yeah, I remember you explaining, like,
yeah.
when you first brought it up, because you were like, "Wait, wait, wait, like, let me explain."
Hmm. Hmm.